Hello folks, it's Randy Savage 50 here, and today I'll be speaking on the Walther Creed. This Walther Creed is a 9mm handgun that you can find for the low price of $250. Yes, $250 for a full-size 9mm. Makes you kind of scratch your chin and see if it's really worth it. And I think I found that it has been worth it. I found mine at cdnn.com. It's a website. I kind of have been looking at it for the past few months, maybe the past half a year, and it's kind of going back and forth between if I want to buy it or not. $250, you can't really pass up on that. So what did I do? I took myself to YouTube to look at reviews, see what people have to say about the gun, see about the shooting and how the trigger is, and all of those things that we all do when we search for a gun. And all of them have been positive. I've seen all raving reviews on this pistol here, and I say, okay, let me go back to the site. I think I want to check it out even further. So when you buy it from the website of CDNN, and I'm pretty sure every other place that you can buy it, it'll come with two 16-round magazines, so that's clutch to have all these rounds in this 9mm. Yes, it is unloaded. Very good feeling in hand, but I'll get to those points later. So I went to the website, saw it there, bam, $249. I said, I like it, but let me keep on researching. Boom, let me go back and see it. Kind of fell in love with it, except this slide. Look how thick the slide is. Now, if I hold it up like this and you blink your eyes really, really fast, you may think it's a high point. You know those old 9mm high points? I think it's the high point C9, I believe, that looks really, really thick up top. So that's one of the things I had to say, can I get used to it? Will it grow on me? And it took a little while to do so. So look at that slide, and let's compare it to something like this Glock 19. Let's see. See the difference? Yeah, this Walther is a lot thicker. And to me, it favored, like I said, it favored that those high points. And I'm not that big of a fan of the slides being so thick. But I've looked at other Walthers, and they kind of have a similar look to them. Maybe not as thick, but they all have this similar shape and form of the frame and the overall gun. So details about the gun. Like I said, it's a 9mm handgun. It's made in Germany. Frame is polymer. It has front and rear serrations. It has just the normal sights on it, similar to a Glock. It has a 6.5-pound double trigger, well, single trigger, but trigger pull. It is a double trigger firing system. Get that again. When you buy it from CDNN, and probably wherever you buy it, it's probably a Walther type of deal. It has a lifetime warranty. I'm not sure if every company has that, but this one does. Has a 4-inch barrel, very easy to take down. I'll take it down for you. One thing that I loved when I got my hands on the gun, because I heard everyone say that it had really good trigger on it, is the trigger. So I grabbed it, started doing my dry firing. I said, wow, that feels fantastic. And until I went to the range and actually shot it for the first time, it did well. I think I'm gonna insert a picture of the target of my first magazine through this gun. You'll see that it was very accurate. And this is just me aiming it, just shooting it, you know, as good as I can, as quick as I can, to try to get efficient shots on target just to see how the gun managed, and it was good. But the trigger wasn't as good as I thought it was, and that's what kind of disappointed me. Now the grip was good, ergonomically, it felt really good in the hand. I had a good grip on it. The web of my hand was really high up in the tank, like immediately. You just put it in there, it was a perfect fit. I love the bore axis, how high it was, or how high it is. It's fantastic. To me, that kind of mirrored, let's see, a 1911 to me. This is my Metro Arms American Classic 2. And as we all know, the bore axis on these weapons are high as well. So I said, okay, I like that. And it kind of mirrored the old Zonic TP9SF Elite, or Canic, whatever you want to call it. That's high as well. So I'm not gonna get too much into this gun. I need to do a review on it. But if you haven't shot one of these guns, I know Carl Noir, shout out to him, has done a video on it. You will find that this gun is super fun to shoot. And this trigger, yes, it is unloaded. That's it. Reset. Wow. The video won't do it justice. You have to dry fire this gun, or you have to go to the range and shoot this thing. But let's get off this right quick. Let's get back to the subject at hand, this Walther Creed. So I went and shot it, loved it. The target, I should have showed the target in the video by now, but I loved it. So I've only shot probably maybe a box, 50 rounds or so through it so far. So I can't really say that it has stood up the test of time and I've done my due diligence in testing the gun. But from the reviews and from what I've had from the results of my shooting I do trust it. I believe it's reliable. It's fully functional. It feels really good ergonomically in your hand. The magazines hold 16 rounds. 16 rounds. That's great compared to some of the concealed carry guns that you carry with 8, 10, 12, something of that nature. So would I carry this thing concealed? No, it's way too big. One, I have other choices that I can choose to carry a gun concealed. Some people say you carry that Glock 19, it's big, it's comparable. True, but it's a little bit smaller. And I'm a big person as if 6'2", 255 pounds, but I'd rather have something different. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see in size. A little bit larger. Take away the threaded barrel and the light, but yeah, a little bit larger. But in my hand, the Glock 19 feels a lot more skinnier than the Walther Creed. So I would still choose this over this for a concealed carry weapon. Now, as a nightstand gun or a truck gun, car gun, home defense gun, heck yeah. I would definitely use this full-size 9mm pistol in my home. It's large, but it's not as large as, let's see, how can I compare it to? I'll just say it's large, but the capacity of the magazines is what strikes me as something good. I'd rather have 16 rounds, carry this around my house, opposed to grabbing my shield, which has like 8, what's it, 8 plus 1? And this one's 16 plus 1. So I think this is a good choice for your house. $250, you can't beat that deal. Why not get a gun that's said to be reliable, test it out, enjoy it yourself, and go for it. So this is my quick review on this Walther Creed. Like I said, I was gonna break it down. Sorry, I almost forgot. It's very, 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 very simple, and I love it. One of the main things, and I'll speak on it as I get to that point, is you don't have to manipulate the trigger to get that slide off. Now, I'm left-handed, so it's a little tough for me to do it with the camera facing this way, but I'm gonna try. So all you have to do is slide the slide back. Let me turn around here. Okay, slide the slide back, lock it back, bam. See this takedown lever right here? You go ahead and move this takedown lever. I'm over here struggling. Just like that. There's no spring in it like the, there may be a spring, but the spring doesn't cause it to pop back up like the Smith & Wessons do. So you just pull it down, it's stuck down like that. Push the slide back slight like all handguns or most handguns. Boom, pull it right out. So there's no trigger manipulation. A lot of people love that quote unquote safety feature because they didn't want to shoot themselves while they're unloading the gun, some kind of negligent discharge. Now, to me, that is never a concern, so I didn't even use that into my evaluation of if I wanted to buy that gun or not, this gun or not, because what are some of the rules of firearm safety and manipulation? You're gonna drop that magazine and make sure the chamber is clear before you try to go through any of these steps. So that really didn't faze me any bit, but it's pretty cool that I didn't have to pull the trigger, I guess. So you can just take the slide out, take the spring out, take the barrel out. Easy as pie, right? Just put it back how it was, lock it back. This way, left-handed, a little tougher for me. Put this takedown lever back how it was, and we're done. Bam. So as you know, it's a little bit different. This little hammer comes out back here when you pull the trigger and shoot, but doesn't really do anything. It's a little different, but it's just like a 1911 or something else when you're trying to pull the trigger. It kind of seems that way, seeing that hammer move, but you're not focusing on that anyway. But either way, beautiful weapon. I trust it. I'm actually proud that I made the investment, the $250 investment. Like I said, I do not conceal carry. It actually sits in my safe. I just play with it at the range every now and then, or that's what I'm gonna do, is continue to play with it at the range. Haven't considered it as being my nightstand gun. If you see my other videos, I have a gun for that, but I'm probably gonna find a home for this somewhere in the house. Who knows? But here's a weapon. Feels great in hand, looks nice, cleans up sharp. Randy Savage 50 checking out.